And as promised, we're joined by Matthew Perryman Jones. Buddy, it's so good to see you, man.
Good to see you as well.
Wow, we're here in the studio. What I love about doing like these interviews that we do is you've lived in Nashville a very long time. The feel.
I won't say how long.
No, but it's great because we got to meet through Sarah Jean Kelly.
That's right.
And you've been hanging out with my buddy Ryan Levine, who we adore. And now we're just getting to hang out here.
I love it.
It's kind of like bring your friend to work day.
Yeah. I'm in.
He is back. Brought the guitar. We are excited about the show. I can't believe we're already wrapping up the spring series for Musicians Corner.
Oh, this is
but
the wrap up.
It is
just for
this
the
weekend
spring until the fall.
Because, well, technically on the calendar, next Friday is the official start of summer. So that does make sense that this would be the last weekend of the spring series. It's like Musicians Corner. They'll roll out the lineup and it's like, oh my gosh, all this great music over. Oh, we got plenty of time. And then
it's here.
Just as fast. It's kind of come and gone. But excited to have you out this Friday night, but excited to have you back. So what's new in life with you, Matthew Perryman Jones? Yeah,
you were kind of telling us some stuff.
Like what's anything?
I'm not gonna tell it on there.
Fair enough. But anything
new?
Yeah.
This is kind of strange. I was asked a little while ago to act in a short film that I've been doing. That's like new, and that's very, very, very different. My friend Jesse Santoyo he's an actor, director, writer, and he wrote this script about a middle-aged artist who's, been on the road for forever. And I won't go into the whole story, but
no, it sounds.
But he asked me a while ago if I would do it, and because he was like, "This is it's you, dude," and I was like, "Oh, thanks, thanks for reminding me that I'm middle aged." But it's been fun, man. It's been just a whole different space. It was just kind of just uncomfortable enough for me to say yes to go because I asked him, I was like, "Is it okay that I have never acted before?" He was like, "Oh yeah, just be yourself."
A little bit sounds like a little bit different than shooting, say, a music video, right?
Yes, it's very different actually. Yeah, but it's been a lot of fun. So that's kind of new.
And that's happening here in Nashville.
Yeah, we're shooting in Nashville, and it's been an experience for sure. So
and a couple of follow-up questions. So when he told you it was about you, I'm sure you negotiated your cut of things that are happening.
Well, it's not about me. It's actually just about. I got to be careful not to go too far into the story, but just because I don't want to, we're on air right now. So.
Sure.
But no, it's about an experience he had, Jesse, years ago. He was, driving Uber to kind of make some extra money, and picked somebody up at the airport, who they get into this conversation, and it's an artist in a well-known band, and they just get into this conversation as Jesse, and this is real life. This is the real story. And he's driving him home, and he's just asking him about his life. And the guy's like, "You know what? I've been on the road for a while, but I just really want to be home, and I want to have a normal life, and I want to, all my friends have moved on." And so he kind of had this idea, like of a movie of an artist who's been at it for a long time and just wants to be home, but his career's finally taking off after like 20 years,
Wow.
So anyway, it's that kind of thing. So
wow. So that's that sounds very interesting. You think that might be something you might not have any idea. You think it'll be out maybe later this year or early next year?
I think the idea is maybe for fall, because I guess there's fall festivals and stuff like that to kind of pitch, because I think they're looking to pitch it as like an episodic or something like that, or
right?
Or something.
It's like I was reading actually early this morning that what are people watching right now? And it's like, well, there's not a whole lot of new stuff out. Does that seem right? And it's like, yeah, it's actually very correct, because the end of May, I believe, is the cutoff for all the award nominations and stuff. So they try to push everything out before a certain point, and then there's kind of a lull before everything comes back in the fall. So that's
also like sales go up more during like the winter and fall and like family stuff. So they try to do that. I know. Utah has a big film festival for like Sinkin' TV.
Is that Park City?
I think
Utah?
so. Yeah. And that's not till January. So hopefully That'll happen because yeah.
Yeah, we'll
and then we'll see, get some syncs in there. And
I mean, maybe
this is very exciting. I like this new news. This is great.
It's
an
just different enough.
exclusive for Matthew Perryman Jones here.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Thank you. Wow. It's fun.
So we have to add a little something extra to singer, songwriter.
Actor.
Star of the silver screen, Matthew Perryman Jones. But now, Matthew here in studio again. He's going to be playing this Friday, day after tomorrow. It's almost upon us as we wrap up the spring series for Musicians Corner. Hothead Wave, Isadora Petra, the band Light, Matthew Perryman Jones, and Noah Gunderson and his band is the lineup for Friday. Of course, there will be music on Saturday as well. Musicians Corner, Nashville.com. So, what do you want to do next, Matthew? Do you want to play a song for us? I could hit play on your latest song. I know folks have been loving Intimate Strangers, which is the latest release that we've been playing, certainly. But what do you think? You up for a song? I know it's a little bit early, so it's artist choice.
Sounds so good.
Oh, thank you. Well,
beautiful.
You know, I didn't make the guitar. I just play it. But let's see. Why not? I'll just jump off and sing a song. How's that?
All right. I love it.
I figured I'd sing a song. So this is a 10-year anniversary of a album I did called Cold Answer. So, and I realized we're at the 10-year mark. So I was like, that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll play a song off of that record. So, I figured I'd play this song called Table for Two. This is a song. Most of my songs are like breakup songs, and this is the song. This is the before the breakup. This is the beginning of. This is the feel good part.
Yeah,
that's the feel good part, and it's kind of ties in the the thought of love and gambling kind of together a little bit because. Right?
Yeah, you don't know what's
love and gambling.
Uh-huh.
So this is called Table for Two. Come on over now. Well, you can stay a while, and we'll roll like dice. We'll see how this plays out. Well, lay your head on me. Tell me everything. Don't hold nothing back. I am listening. Well, now you got me tangled up, and I just can't get enough of you. And so I lay my cards upon this table built for two, and I just can't get enough of you. Let's go for broke this time. Let's lay it on the line, and we will never know if we don't dare to try. Well, now you got me tangled up, I just can't get enough of you. And so I lay my cards upon this table built for two, and I just can't get enough of you. So I lay my cards upon this table built for two. I just can't get enough. No, I just can't get enough of you.
Wow. Matthew Perryman Jones, everybody. Oh, you know.
Where does the time go? It's been a decade.
It's been a decade. I know. I was just thinking that the other day. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe
That's
that was
such a
10
beautiful
years.
song.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I wrote it with
Who'd you write it with?
Gareth Dunlap, who's an Irishman. And it was lovely. It's a lovely time. Yeah.
It is a lovely time, but it also breaks my. I'm a pessimist when it comes to relationships a little bit. The eyebrow raise was quite appropriate. Yeah, I try not to be. We were talking about this earlier, actually, how I went to a dinner and a friend was talking about this new person that's been hanging. I was like, who is this person? And I was like, oh, they're hanging out. And she was like, yeah, they open doors. I was like, yeah, the bare minimum. Cool. And I do still appreciate that song because it's hard to listen to it a little bit just because it's like you remember those beautiful moments and before the tragedy of their realness comes out.
Right? I mean, but that's real love though, right?
Right.
The tragedy of their realness.
Yeah. It's,
we like to keep it in the dream phase.
yeah.
The unreal phase. Yeah.
I don't like that phase. But it's so beautiful. You write so incredibly. I feel like, for those who don't know Matthew Perryman Jones yet, well, this is your time. This is your sign to do so.
Get on.
Yeah, because you're bringing out emotions, man.
All the
my
feels.
job.
I don't have tequila in here, and it's too early for that on a Wednesday. So, I just got some Frothy Monkey
Too
here.
early for tequila. There's another song idea.
We have so many
We just said that to a
songs.
city of songwriters.
Oh,
That'll be a
man.
hit by next
Okay,
week.
so we gotta
Yeah.
we gotta Google it. Whoever takes it, can you please give us a percentage of that? That would be the kind thing to do.
Well, we do have a record of me saying that on the radio.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Too
fair.
early for tequila. So if somebody
Timestamp
steals
and
that-
everything. Yep.
But hey, we're gonna write that. Okay, all right.
Maybe he writes that song before and then plays it at Musician's Corner on Friday
Oh
night.
God, that will never happen because I do not write songs that quickly.
Okay.
Well, good thing I'm here.
Matthew Perryman Jones joining us here in studio. Well, you know what? You saying that, Matthew, makes me think of something else, just kind of randomly. Of all the songs that you have recorded in your career, which one is the oldest? Like, which idea did you have the farthest back? That
Yeah, the birth of
because I'm sure that there are probably many ideas that you kind of started but maybe never finished.
Interesting.
But yeah,
You mean one that I started a long time ago and then eventually finished and
yes.
recorded?
Yep.
Wow, that's a great question. I would
Thank you.
say, thank you. I'm trying to think. So, there's a song on my second or third full length called Swallow the Sea called Feels Like Letting Go. That's a song that I had for a long time sitting around that I had written years before I recorded it. So it was kind of one of these old ideas that actually had been around, I don't know for how long, but I decided, it was kind of, it fit the theme of the record and all that kind of stuff. So I think maybe that's one that comes to mind at least. But
I love it.
yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. And there's actually one recently I was thinking about that I started probably when I was 19.
Wow.
That's
But
what
this
I was.
idea still has been swimming around in my mind, and I thought the other day, I was like, I need to finally, I haven't finished the song. It's this kind of like verse chorus situation, and I was like, I think I need to finish that song. It still hits in a way, when I think about it, I'm like, that's actually pretty decent, like for a 19-year-old budding songwriter,
Right.
so
Talking
who knows?
to yourself.
Maybe I will.
And then will you
Right,
play it in
record.
here, and then
Of
we'll get the
course.
exclusive?
Yeah, we'll
I
have the
love this
world
idea.
premiere
It'll
live
be
here
the
on Lightning in the Morning.
This will be the first place I perform it.
Of course, because that
got
was an excellent question.
We also have you saying that live on the air too, Matthew.
Yeah,
so don't you
so-
be trying to sneak out.
There's too many. Yeah, everything's recorded.
Of all the things now, though, I mean, we've got Musicians Corner to be looking forward to. You have this film to be looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other items that we should? You've been playing at Brown's. Did I see you play at Brown's
Yeah,
recently?
Sarah Jean Kelly was doing a series, like a residency thing.
Yeah.
And so she was just bringing friends in and doing evenings. I'd never played. I think I had a burger there like years ago.
Oh,
I think I was
love
only in
their
there once, but I
burgers.
didn't know they were doing music. But it was kind of a cool, like, hole in the wall kind of evening. Just
Reliant K just played
Chilling.
there.
yeah. And I saw, Reliant K just played. Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. Brown's Diner, bringing it back. I mean, gotta save these local venues.
Yeah, I dig that.
Also, all of the servers there are incredible.
Yeah, they were
Like-
great. And still a little crusty, which I
Yeah.
appreciate. Like there's, we need some,
Some
Yeah.
realness.
I want crusty rather than just snobby
Polished.
and rude.
Yeah.
I just give me crusty any day than just like some snobby coffee barista. I don't know. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm over it.
I
feel
just
that.
realized that Matthew Perryman Jones and I have something in common. I'm right there with you, man.
We're in that age bracket where we're
Yep.
just like, come on, people. Let's
Yep.
go.
Yeah.
Been here in Nashville. Well, I'll say I moved here in '97. So, and I think you
A couple years after you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, right around the same time, a few years before Lisa made her way to Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
And you moved from, you're originally from Pennsylvania, right?
Originally from Pennsylvania.
And
yeah.
moved here. You were living in Georgia.
I was in Atlanta before I moved here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm an OG kind of Philly kid.
Yeah.
So I used to say things like water, and hoagie, and had that hoagie mouth thing. I've kind of lost that. I lost it really quick when I went to Atlanta because people were like, "Water? How
What
do
are
you
you
spell that?"
saying?
I was like, WATER, and they're like, "That's water." Like, no, it's water.
It's water.
Water.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
And now you ever get a Southern twang?
I don't think so. But I mean, people from the North definitely hear Southern twang.
Yeah.
I mean, even now when I just said that, I said Southern and I could hear the R kind of Southern,
You do a great job with the accents.
Thanks.
Yeah. You
the
know-
Irish thing, I've got a funny story. Do we have time for
Yeah.
the story?
We do.
So when I tour, you're in a different town or whatever, and it's kind of, you can be whoever you want to be. So
Yeah.
like, go into a diner, like I'll always be an Irishman. So like I was like, I can be anyone I want. I'm going to be Irish because people think you're way more cool if you're Irish. And so I had just done a show in Philadelphia, actually, to tie it back around. And at Tin Angel, I think it's still there, but it was this old venue upstairs, and then they had a restaurant downstairs. And I was with my buddy Todd, who was playing with me. And we were like, we got to find the place to get to Philly cheesesteak. There's like, I know there's one that's like the place to go. It's like Gino's or something.
Right.
But I was like, I don't know what it is. So I was like, I'll just run into the bar and ask somebody. So there's two gals sitting at the end of the bar. And I just walked up and I was in the spunky Irish mood. So I just went up and I said, oh, could you tell me where we could find a Philly cheesesteak around here? Like, where's the best place? And they looked at me and they said, what? And I was like, we're looking for a Philly cheesesteak. Where's the best place to go? And they said, are you Irish? And I was like, yeah, I'm from Ireland. They were like, we were just at your show. I was like, but I leaned into it. I was like, well, here's the messed up thing. I'm actually Irish. I come here and I play the American guy. And they're like, no way, you're freaking Irish. And this is the part I swear to you, you cannot write. This is real. The guy who was serving the bar was listening to this whole conversation. He leaned in and he goes, oh, lad, you're from Ireland. Where are you from? Like, he was Irish. And I was like,
No.
You wanted
like,
specifics,
I was
right?
busted because he was looking at me like, you're from Ireland? Where are you from in Ireland?
Like, what part?
Because when you're trying to do accents like that, people who are from there are
You
like,
can hear the
you've got a
dialect.
little Northern Ireland, little West Ireland, little Dublin, it's like a mutt of, like if somebody's trying to do an American accent and it's like New York with Southern all in one sentence, it's like, yeah,
You
this
could be
is
like,
not-
my mom's from here, my dad's from here, my other
Right, you can
cousin's
just
over
say, yeah,
here.
I'm a mutt from- yeah.
Wait, so tell me, then you asked for like a shot of JMO, and then like we're like, okay, yeah, I just spilling.
No, I did it. I admit it. I was like, I'm just a dumb, bored
Did you
American.
find the Philly cheesesteak?
We did find the Philly cheesesteak place. Yes, we did. I think it's Gino's, actually.
That's my dad's name, so I'll remember that. Yeah. What's up, Gino?
I love it.
That's an incredible story. I too do that sometimes over the phone, though, especially when it comes to customer service things. Like, when you
Just have fun with somebody.
well, sometimes I just go really into a Southern accent because I feel like people they receive that a little bit better.
That's
know?
right.
Know what I mean?
That's right.
But
softer.
I haven't gotten caught like that.
Yeah. I got
Yet.
totally busted.
Not yet.
Well, so you're gonna be Irish on Saturday
I'll
or
be
Friday?
Irish.
Friday.
Evening.
Yeah, no, I will. But I
Friday
will have
night,
I will.
Friday night.
Maybe I shouldn't give this up. Maybe there's a little guest surprise.
Okay, yeah. Don't tell us who.
That's
I
all.
will not tell you who, but they're.
Tell us
they're,
off air later, what?
The hint is they're Cornish. That's my only hint.
Oh.
For a little guest spot in
And-
the set this Friday.
And that will be Friday at 7:15 p.m. Again, things get underway at 5 p.m. with a Hothead Wave. And then the show goes until about 9 o'clock on Friday. And then again on Saturday from noon until 6. Musicians Corner, Nashville.com. You can get the full schedule and lineup. And of course, visit mpjmusic.com for all things Matthew Perryman Jones. Buddy, thank you so much for coming in, man.
Thanks for
So
having me. It's
so
always
great
fun.
to see you and to catch up with you and to hear you sing a song for everybody in Radio Land, and yes, and doing the accents and
lovely.
the whole nine. So catch the show again this Friday out at Centennial Park for Musicians Corner, wrapping up the spring series this weekend. And with that, we're wrapping up this Wednesday edition of Lightning in the Morning. It's great to be with you all in studio. I will be solo tomorrow as Lisa's headed to Bonnaroo later today. But Langhorne Slim will join me tomorrow morning right around 9:30. So we hope you will tune in then. Stephanie taking over at the top of the hour. I'll sneak in some Drew and Ellie Holcomb right after this last time out. Thanks again to Matthew Perryman Jones for
Thanks
being
for
here.
having me. Appreciate
And thank
it.
you all for tuning in to a Wednesday edition of Lightning in the Morning.